Well, the first time I came to Lifeway was during COVID. And of course, when I walked through the doors, just the greeting alone was just amazing, and instantly feeling welcome and everything. I knew that this was my place. Through my first round of freedom, I found forgiveness, and then through CORE, which I went through, I found so much in CORE about myself and what I can do all through Christ. And then co-leading freedom this time, I found freedom. I found freedom in my marriage with my husband, and it was not something I expected. And then he also, as a result of that, found freedom in some things that he was going through, and it just had a ripple effect. Then our children saw this. It's just been so amazing, and just to be so free and to know that God did all those things, and He can do all those things for everyone.
So I had a medical procedure done to try to keep the baby in longer. But during that time, we were given meals, which was amazing because we spent time in the hospital. We're just so grateful and thankful for our church family because the meals were great. But we had another couple step up. The mom came over to get my older son out of his crib every day for like 2 weeks because I couldn't lift him. I was told I wasn't allowed to, and
we were approached by one of the ministry teams, and they said, look, like we have this feeling that we need to pray, like we need to pray right now, like we just feel that Waylon needs to be prayed for. And so as we were in the moment of praying, we had received a phone call from the NICU, and Waylon was actually, his breathing, because of his early birth, he was actually, they were taking him from one vent to the next, and they were actually on the last option that they had. And so by the time we left, he was beginning to respond to, and the vent that they had switched him to was actually beginning to work. And I think that the prayer team that stepped in and said, hey, like we feel like we need to pray for this, I think they truly made an impact and a difference.
I'll be standing alone, just, waiting for the next service, and people come up and be like, hey, I'm so-and-so, who are you, and how long you've been coming here? And it just feels like such a family. And I think that means a lot for people, because some people don't have families to lean back on.
I've mastered the ability to have a bad marriage. We wanted to do this one right. So we went through like the premarital counseling through the church, and we've tried to make sure that we're bringing God into this relationship, that He can truly guide us the right way. And we're trying to surround ourselves with the right program. So I was very impressed with it from front to back. At the end of it, they ended it with a dinner, and just it was very personal and connecting with people. And we've got relationships that we've started that we hope to build from with different backgrounds and different journeys.
And I was like, hey man, Jesus is amazing, He can do anything. Could we actually pray for your ankle? He's like, yeah, sure, whatever, that's okay. And so we all prayed, and he goes, oh my gosh, it doesn't hurt anymore. We're like, really? That's amazing. He's like, yeah, and also I had arthritis, and it was all in my hands. He showed us his hands, and they were swollen, but he's like, there's no more pain anymore, like it's all gone. And Lonnie said, man, I don't remember the last time I felt this way. Thank you guys for coming to us and for loving on me today.
My name's Shane Manning. I'm with Five Stones Fight Club and Five Stones International. Lifeway Church has been a huge blessing to us as a ministry. Lifeway itself, they actually supplied one of our field kitchens for our homeless outreach, and they actually were the main funding mechanism for getting us to North Carolina to do our disaster relief on this last run after Hurricane Helene.
Hi, my name's Kim Zimmerman. My husband Brian and I have Citygate Lancaster, and we have 6 locations, and each location is a prayer room and mission center. For example, in Lidditz, where I am program today. We work a lot with underage children that don't have parents or lacking parental guidance through school. We give them lunches and we pray with them and begin a discipleship program with them. In our Ephrata location, we deal a lot with people coming out of drug and alcohol. And we have 6 or 7 men's group meeting twice a week at New Holland and Lancaster. So there's all kinds of beautiful things happening, and we could not do it without you, Lifeway.
Hi, I'm Barry Whistler, President of HarvestNet International, and Lifeway has been a huge partner with us the last number of years, and I just want to say thank you. You know, HarvestNet is a network of churches and businesses and ministries around the globe that partner together to fulfill the Great Commission. We're in 20-some nations, over 3,000 partners, and so God's doing a lot around the world these days.
Hey Lifeway Church, a big shout out here from Gateway House of Prayer. I'm Benita Keener, the director, and we're so grateful for your extravagance. We've been longing for worship equipment for quite some time, and you guys generously gave to us a new drum kit, a backup keyboard, new in-ears, a portable sound system. Thank you so much for your partnership with us.
Thank you, Lifeway.
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 We couldn't do it without you.
We couldn't do it without you.
We couldn't do this without you.
We could not do this without you.
Thank you, Lifeway.
Thank you, Lifeway.
Thank you, Lifeway.
Thank you, Lifeway.